Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It has been a very long time since I have done a declutter video, so I thought I would go ahead and film this. I really need to go through like my whole vanity and just kind of clean it, but specifically my makeup drawer. Because of COVID and having to wear a mask all of last year and most of this year, especially at work, I just didn't wear makeup, especially like I used to. So I know I have a lot of expired products and it's going to be really sad for me to kind of just throw some stuff away. But I'm going to go through and look at what I know I've had well past its expiration date, and just kind of reorganize and clean everything up. And since I haven't done a video like this in a long time, I thought I would take you guys with me. So let's start to go through everything and put in a pile what I'm going to have to throw away. Certain shades of stuff I want to make sure I write down that I know I like, so that way in the future I can purchase them again. But yeah, let's get started. So something I know I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of is my lip products, because I just have not worn them and they're super old. So I'm going to go through and kind of swatch some of these and then show you probably this pretty much empty, because I know I'm going to have to get rid of almost all of these. I have all of these Kylie Lip Kits that are just so old. I'm bummed about these. There's a bunch more lip liners that I know need to just go. Alright, so these are all the ones that, the shades I really don't care that much about and definitely are just too old and need to go. And then these are the ones that don't smell bad, but I know are old, so I don't know, I might hold on to them for now. I know they probably need to go, but they smell okay. So are they okay? Probably not. But the Dose of Colors formula in their liquid lip is definitely my favorite, and I miss wearing this, but obviously with a mask we just weren't wearing lip products because no one was seeing our lips. And then this Dose of Colors one was like my all-time favorite. It's in Mondays, and this was a newer one because this was like the backup one I had. It's like was my go-to nude, so I don't feel as bad keeping this one because I know it wasn't as old, but most of those probably need to all leave. And then I'm not even gonna bother swatching to check on these lip liners. I know they're dried out, and honestly you can find really good lip liners for fairly cheap at Ulta. So I'll probably just get a couple of new shades, like a nice nude and a red, and these all just need to go. Alright, now I need to move into my palettes. I really did a good declutter when we moved, but I know some of these just need to go. I'm definitely keeping my Anastasia Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit and the Sugar Glow Kit as well. I really still like both of these. I just need to make sure I'm using them because I haven't used them much. I have quite a few ColourPop palettes, and so let's look at these and see which ones can go. Give It To Me Straight has just kind of some good neutrals. Probably still pretty good. I know eyeshadow I feel like you can kind of get away with a little bit longer than the expiration, but that one I'm iffy. The Rendezvous palette I was keeping because of like these kind of really cool shades. This one I feel like I can let go. The My Little Pony palette I was holding on to just because like I thought it was cute. It definitely has some fun shades in here. This one I'm iffy about too. And the Femme Rosa, I remember I just really loved the packaging, but the shades I feel like I do have in some other palettes. I'm not sure. I had the Disney Designer, and I honestly didn't care that much for this palette, so even though I really love it and love the packaging, I know that I probably just need to let this go. And then I have the Kathleenlights Dream Street palette, which I did get a lot of use out of and is also another good one. Another one I'm kind of iffy about, so I'm going to set those to the side. I have this BH Cosmetics Love in London, which I've hardly used at all. It definitely had like some really nice shades that drew me in, but honestly, when do I ever wear a navy blue eyeshadow or a dark purple? Not very often. I think the palette itself probably is still okay, but as far as keeping it in my collection, See, like the shadow quality is still pretty good. Sorry, I'm not sure how good the lighting is in here, but probably a decent palette still, just not worth it for me. 24 months is what it says, and I probably had it close to 2 years, but it's probably still okay. I have the Tarte Tartiste Pro palette, and I've had this for quite a while, quite a few years, but it was like one of my go-to travel palettes just because of the shade range in here. Like, it has nice neutral colors. It still smells pretty good. Most of their palettes usually have like that kind of chocolatey scent, and this one still smells okay. This one I'm a maybe about. It says 12 months. I've definitely had it longer than 1 year, probably closer to 2 or 3 years if I'm being honest, so it probably should go. But I don't know if I can get rid of it. Next I have my only Natasha Denona palette, and this was when they started doing like the $65 palettes instead of their super expensive ones. And I bought this and did a review on my channel quite a while ago, but honestly I never reached for it. I think I keep holding on to it because I know I spent a lot on it. So this is one that probably the quality is still okay, but I may just need to give away to someone. Like, it's still swatching pretty nice. Again, I can't tell how good the lighting is in here, I'm sorry. So the palette itself is probably still good, but if I'm not using it, I might as well give it to someone who might. Alright, now I have my 3 Anastasia palettes, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep all 3 of these because these are the ones that I do reach for when I do wear eyeshadow. I have the Sultry palette, which just has some good neutrals, but I really like the quality of the shadows. I have the Soft Glam, which is fairly similar, but has a little bit different tones. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of the 3 of these. The Norvina palette is the one I'm like least excited about, so I'll kind of set that in my maybe pile, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep the Sultry is the one I reach for the most. But I think I'm going to keep it and the Soft Glam. Then I have a couple of larger palettes here in the back. Kathleenlights So Jaded. I wasn't a huge fan of this one after I got it. The quality just didn't feel the best. I do really love some of these colors, like this teal. But again, if I'm keeping other palettes with like some of these neutrals, I really don't need this. So I kind of hate to get rid of this one, because I do like Kathleen and I love the packaging of this, but again, if I'm not using it, I might as well let someone else, like a friend, use it, so it's not just wasting away in my drawer here. I have the Carli Bybel palette. I used to use this like when I first started my channel. Again, not really reaching for this ever. Still swatching really nice, but I don't use this at all. The Jaclyn Hill palette, classic. I've used this quite a bit, so I don't feel bad kind of getting rid of it. I do really like shades in here, but I don't feel like I need it anymore in my collection. I have this Morphe palette. This is the 35B. This is, I think, the colorful one. Yeah, I was holding on to this in case I did any, you know, more fun, colorful looks, but I honestly hardly ever wear eyeshadow anymore, and I don't do anything colorful. So I think someone else might have more fun with this. And then I have the James Charles palette with Morphe, which again, another colorful one, but I hardly reach for this even when I was wearing eyeshadow a lot, so it just needs to go to a new home. Alright, I think I'm going to get rid of the Give It To Me Straight because there's plenty of neutrals in those Anastasia palettes I'm keeping. The Dream Street one, I think I'm going to get rid of too. Femme Rosa, I also think I'm going to get rid of. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the My Little Pony. This is like almost my entire eyeshadow collection. I do think I'm going to keep my Tarte palette and the 3 Anastasia palettes for now, and then these 2 highlight kits, and that's it. That's kind of crazy. Alright, now I have kind of my more everyday makeup stuff. Most of this stuff is probably going to stay, but I do have some things I know that can go. This is my eye stuff. This mascara is super old. I love the Essence Lash Princess, but I couldn't find it in store anymore, and it doesn't, and I don't know that it sold anywhere else, but this is like my favorite lower lash mascara. It's probably not focusing because there's too much stuff, but I highly recommend, and if I can find it again, I'm definitely going to grab it. But I got a Maybelline Lash Discovery. It's got like a small thin wand, which is what I like for my lower lashes, so I was gonna give this a try. I never wear liquid liner anymore, so this can go. Okay, primers, I pretty much never wear primer anymore. This was a sample, that can go, I'm not worried about that. The hydrating primer is just not really something I need. Sometimes my skin is kind of dry, but for the most part it's more on the normal to oily, and this is pretty old, so it can go. I do really like the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I've had it for a long time though. It says 12 months. I use it quite a bit. I might try to use it one more time and see if like it's still good, but I have had it a while. And then I really liked the Dermalogica Hydro Blur Primer, but it is pretty pricey. It says 12 months. I've definitely had it longer than that, but I do feel like it blurs the pores really well. Consistency's kind of weird. I used it up a lot. This is something I'd probably buy again, but I do feel like the consistency is kind of weird, and I know I've just had it a long time, so I probably just need to get a new one if I'm gonna use this. I got these Cover FX drops, and I've never used them to kind of mix with foundations. These are the foundations I'm using right now. This one is brand new, so I'm trying to use these two up. This concealer is fairly new. This concealer I'm just trying to use up. I'll hold on to these since they are new, but I don't know if really they're still that good. It says 6 months, and I probably had it that long. I'll probably do a swatch and see if this is any good. I've got a brand new Flawless filter, or Flawless, what is this? Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury that's probably, you know, getting up there. I need to use. I have a newer of the Morphe Continuous. I'm trying to use up this Urban Decay All Nighter, which is one of my favorites. There's not much left. The Smashbox Primer Water, I never really loved. It probably honestly could go. All of this stuff's pretty much gonna stay. I have these liquid highlighters that have survived. Well, this is like a cream, but it's survived so many of my declutters in the past, but I just don't wear these, and I don't feel like I need to hold on to them anymore. I feel like I'm being kind of savage today and just throwing out everything, but it's something that definitely needs to happen. All of these other highlighters I love, and I don't feel bad about keeping. Same with like my blushes, and I only have this one Fenty Beauty bronzer right now. I think I might have another one in my backup drawer, but I feel like these can all stay. These two little containers in there, I've got just some random lashes in case I need them, and then some other little things. This lash glue is probably not any good though. And I get eyelash extensions now. I might hold on to that though. For that, I've got a sharpener, just some other random things. This stuff can pretty much all stay. And then I've got these other lip products that I was holding on to that probably can all pretty much go as well. Let me swatch some of these. All right, I ended up keeping a few of those lipsticks. This little bin can go elsewhere. One other thing I kind of want to go through is my backup drawer. I've got a couple of sponges here. Another liner, which I feel like I could probably get rid of that other one. These I'll never wear. I just got because I love Nicole Guerrero, and so, you know, I bought those to support her. I thought I had another bronzer in here. This is brand new. I may give this away because I've had it for a while, but I feel like bronzer doesn't go bad that fast. I don't see a date on the outside. It's probably on the inside packaging. I might give this away to a friend. I've got the Milk Hydro Grip setting spray, which I totally forgot I even had. See, I need to use that. I've got an extra of the Laneige lip balm, which I can put in my up drawer here. I've got a cleanser solid. And then these, I absolutely love the all-nighter, but I've had these for so long. And they say 6 months. I've had these way longer than 6 months. I'm gonna have to kind of see if those are still good, and maybe I can give those to someone I know. I've got this smaller one of the primer water. This can go. And then I have a backup of my Peach Perfect, which I've also had for a long time and is getting kind of old. Sorry if the lights flicker. It's starting to storm outside. Oh, and then I have a backup of one of my favorite liners in Mauve from NYX. So this is brand new. Hopefully it's not dried out and I can keep that and at least have one liner. So now I'm going to work on kind of organizing everything to put it back in the drawer. Alright, so here's all my palettes. I'm getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 palettes. And then this is the stuff that's like all trash. Pretty much all my lip products that were expired, a couple of those primers and stuff like that. So this is really sad to have to throw all this away, but like I said, I've just had it for too long. Oops. And it just needs to go. I still need to figure out what I'm going to do about these since they're brand new, and same with my bronzer. But I'd say this was a pretty successful declutter. I'm just not as into makeup as I was a couple of years ago, so I'm not sure how much you guys like declutters anymore, but I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next video.